friends. So this video was going to be a cleaning. I was going to show you guys like all my cleaning products and stuff like that, but we yesterday decided to just like, I don't know, take the day or take the night. We worked all day pretty much, but then to take the night and just chill out, watch a movie and all that. And today's Monday, the plan was to do a bunch of stuff, but Maple is teething really horribly. She's got like runny nose, drooling all over. She's extra whiny, extra clingy. So what we ended up doing rather than doing what we were gonna do in the video was just to, you okay? Maple. She never talks when I like talk to her when she's driving, but then if I'm not talking to her, she'll just be yelling at me the entire time I'm driving. It's crazy. Anyways, so we ended up today just saying like, okay, today's just gonna be a get only the bare minimum necessities done. So I had to film one sponsored post thing for Instagram, and then we are gonna go do some grocery shopping right now. So we're on our way to Whole Foods, and where else do we have to go?
That's it.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, oh, you went to Trader Joe's. Okay. I need toothpaste and hairspray, so maybe we could stop at Target if we have time. We'll see how it goes. But oh yeah, you gotta cook dinner. Anywho, so that's what's up today, but I wanted to chat a little bit since we are doing some grocery shopping about why we eat the way that we eat. Because with my dietary restrictions and then Danny doing dairy free, a lot of people ask about also, since I don't eat meat, like how we feed Maple. So I thought we could get into kind of chatting about that because it is something we frequently get asked about. So, should we let them in on it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. My friends, hello.
Hey, it's not a new video, we should.
I know, but it's like kind of a new video. It's the second part of a video, but it's been like a week since we last filmed the beginning of it. So my friends, hello. So yeah, as promised, we're gonna chat a little bit about why we eat the way we eat. But I wanted to use this video even though it's been a week because we got sick and everything. If you missed the last video, you know the update. We thought we had COVID. We did not. We got tested. Both tests have come back negative. We're feeling a lot better, doing great, all that. But let's chat a little bit about how we eat. So I, almost 3 months ago now, I cut out both gluten and dairy per recommendation of my naturopathic MD. And then my registered dietitian I went to, she was kind of like, yeah, I mean, those things probably aren't the best for you. But so yeah, I just decided to do that. Kind of made basically all the decisions I've been making recently have been based on consulting like multiple sources and stuff. So I haven't consumed dairy or gluten in like 3 months. The other day though, I did have gluten by accident. And I had like some digestive issues. My body did not feel good with that. So the plan was initially to reintroduce both of them to see how I felt. But the issue was I wanted to wait to reintroduce them until my like baseline was feeling good. And to be honest, I haven't fully like gotten there yet, which I'll discuss with my naturopathic MD next month. Actually, in January, I'm going back to see him. Gonna have all my labs redone. So probably some more changes that need to be made, but I'm willing to make them, whatever I can do, to feel better. But yeah, so that's initially why I cut out dairy and gluten, was just because my levels of inflammation were like super, super high. And you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I've just been feeling like crap. So that's why I cut those things out. I still have not had any dairy at all whatsoever. Thanksgiving was probably the hardest time because we did go to stay with my parents. And we had all the good traditional like Thanksgiving goodies and stuff, so I couldn't really participate in that. But it was cool. Like I honestly feel good about it. I feel like the hardest part about eating dairy and gluten-free is eating out, which I rarely do. Like even if we're in a pinch and Danny and Maple, like we have to get them something out, I usually don't get anything. And sometimes it contributes to me forgetting to eat during the day or just getting busy with stuff and not eating, which is not good. But I feel like I'm making an effort to get better at that. So yeah, that's the reason that I personally don't eat dairy or gluten. I don't eat meat though. This has been like a long-term thing. I haven't eaten meat for years because I tried to reintroduce it to when I went to a different naturopath years ago. it just grosses me out terribly. Like, that's the only reason I don't eat meat, is literally because it grosses me out. Like, the thought of eating it is, I feel like I'm eating just like flesh. I can't get past that. I mean, I guess you kind of are, but I just can't get past the thought of it. Ever since I was a kid, it's grossed me out. So that's why I don't eat meat. But a lot of people always ask, like, about Maple's diet, and because Danny and I both struggled with obesity and, like, you know, our relationships with food and
you
stuff.
should clarify. So then, are you technically vegan, or
So I don't
do you
like
aspire
to.
to be, or use plant-based?
I guess I'm just plant-based. I really don't like to identify with anything, like any sort of title, because, like, no, I wouldn't really consider myself vegan, although I guess I kind of eat a vegan diet. Um, oh, Maple's awake. But no, I wouldn't really, like, I don't know. I just don't like to identify with anything. But Danny recently cut out dairy. And he said he was going to do gluten, but he has not done that. So yeah, Danny can talk a little bit about him in a couple seconds. But as far as Maple goes, so because Danny and I have both struggled with our relationships with food basically our whole lives, which is something we've massively improved for ourselves personally and everything recently, just as adults, it's extremely, extremely important to me to set Maple up for success when it comes to her relationship with food, her having a well-rounded diet and everything. So while I personally choose to, like, restrict not restrict, but just, like, I don't know, have specific guidelines for my own nutrition and my diet and stuff, I want to make sure that I give her the opportunity to be exposed to as many different foods as possible. And, you know, when she, down the line, if she decides she doesn't want to eat meat, whatever, I'll help her do that in the healthiest way possible. But honestly, I would love to see her just like everything and eat everything. Same goes for, I just shared a post on Instagram actually about how it can be, so introducing, like, sweets and desserts and stuff to a kid at a young age, as a sort of taking away the power but also the fight around, like, desserts and things like that, by just offering it to them with, like, a well-rounded meal. It takes away that using it kind of as, like, a bribing mechanism. She eats meat, she eats dairy, we just keep it really well-rounded for her. So, like, she has whole milk some of the time, but then we also found a different oat milk with added pea protein. So usually in the mornings I'll give her the oat milk, and then in the evening she'll have whole milk. We get the grass-fed organic milks and stuff like that. So at this phase in our life, the quality of food that we intake and stuff is something that we've prioritized a lot. Something I'm willing to spend more, you know, time doing research on, more money on just getting quality products and stuff. So yeah, and I highly, highly recommend baby-led weaning for any of you expecting parents or brand new parents. We started that right when Maple was 6 months old, and it was amazing for us. So she eats pretty much everything. She's getting a little pickier here and there recently, but we just cycle out different foods and stuff. Kobe Doodle, what do you like to eat, sir? What do you like to eat?
Getting so much.
Gosh.
He's not a shedder. It's just he's got mats.
Doodles. Little doodle boy. Danny, like, went all in getting stuff to detangle Kobe last night.
Yeah, well, you know, gotta make sure doggy boy is taken care of. Anyways, and I can't sit still, so if I can, you know, help him out while I chat with you guys, then right on. But so basically with me, I've had, like, pretty much stomach issues from, like, as long as I can remember. So for the majority of my life, I've never been diagnosed with anything. I've never just really cared enough to, like, look into it, although it does really suck. I don't know if it's some sort of, like, IBS or what, but there's just certain foods that just really will respond negatively with me, as far as, like, gasiness and indigestion. I get cramps sometimes with specifically lots of dairy. And then also I break out a good amount with dairy. So I kind of made the educated, you know, choice to...
I'm gonna go get the kid.
Okay. I made the educated choice to basically just cut out dairy as much as reasonably possible. So we buy pretty much dairy-free cheese for the most part. I'll mix it sometimes with, like, some fat-free cheese or some lactose-free stuff that I've found that doesn't, like, you know, upset me as much as other dairy, like full dairy stuff does. And yeah, that's not like a weight loss. It's not like a really an overall health choice. Although I have been always super weird about milk. Milk's been like the one thing in my life that I've really never been a fan of. And as soon as people started being like, oh, milk's actually gross, not good for you, whether or not you believe that, I was like, I believe that because I don't really like it anyways. And so I just stopped drinking any sort of like real, I can't go over there. It takes all the light away. I stopped drinking pretty much any sort of like real whole milk or any milk. I've drank almond milk or alternatives probably now for like 8 years, I think. So just never been a fan. Yeah, I did try to do the gluten thing with her, but there's just too many things.
It's hard.
I like.
Look at this tiny baby.
And that agree with me too. Like they don't upset my stomach or anything like that. So dairy's like the one for me. As well as when it does come to weight loss, I have realized for myself that sticking to a much more whole-based diet as I've gotten older is leading to much more success from me. When I was younger, I could pretty much eat whatever I wanted and tracked my calories and achieved great success, lost weight, felt full for the most part, and didn't really desire much more. Now I feel with the way I am now, for some reason, if I have like, so for example, I've been making kind of like, healthy pizzas on like flatbread and some fat-free cheese and turkey pepperoni and that kind of stuff. Well, it also, while it tastes good and makes me full for that time, I've always found like later in the evening, all of a sudden I'll have this like hunger build where I don't find that when I have like more whole-based balanced meals throughout the day. So although it's I wish I could eat like I did when I was younger. For me and my personal goals, it's better just to follow a more whole-based approach and to just eat less variety, less flavor, and then when I do want to enjoy something like that, like a burger or a pizza, to just make my own at home using as whole ingredients as possible, whether the calories be this or that, doesn't matter. It's just, having those things then and having them in a way that they're going to be beneficial. So, yeah.
Yeah.
This has been 11 minutes already, so.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be fun for me to edit.
Maple, what's your favorite food?
I'm the reason this
pizza?
channel is where it's at. Hey, babe.
Huh?
I'm the reason
Look
this
at-
child is starving. I mean, child. This channel. I mean,
This child is there.
are you thriving? Okay, well, anyways, I think that's pretty much the majority of the video. Love you. Okay.
Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Not quite sure what we're going to do for the next one. Probably just a little vlog style.
Now we'll do TikTok reacts.
Oh, that's a good idea. We have we're going to react to some like parenting hack TikToks and stuff. Whoa.
And just like funny parenting TikToks.
Fun.
All right. See you guys in the next
bye.
one.
Say bye.
Bye.
Grumpy bye. Bye. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I